Hello, Daniel. Let's start with your reaction to Trump's disqualification for the 2024 elections.
Yeah, he was disqualified by the Colorado Supreme Court, so he can't be on the Colorado ballot right now. I mean, I think this is culturally destructive. We have this society, rightly or wrongly, that I think there are legitimate reasons that perceives there to be a two-tier justice system, or rules for thee and not for me, in different levels of society. So Trump getting disqualified from the ballot, it mixes in with all the, Hunter Biden laptop corruption. Was there, and there's legitimate concerns that there was pay for access to Joe Biden as vice president. Could that lead into president? What was going on there? So you have essentially a decree or a fiat put up by someone in the Colorado Supreme Court. This is essentially judges just jumping in and becoming law for a bit. So this sets a very dangerous precedent. And I understand the feeling of the judges that they're protecting democracy, saving America from fascism or Trumpism or whatever it is here. But we've seen that whatever the political left gets away with or tries to push, eventually there's going to be a pendulum swing, and the other side is going to try something like that, and it doesn't go well, and it gets very ugly. The most stark example of this is the January 6th election denial stuff. For 4 years, we had the Russia story, which was a hoax. It wasn't real. There was no ever evidence. The Mueller report was a nothing. CNN admitted, on the Project Veritas stuff there was a nothing burger. They were trying to inflate this story. So for 4 years, they went with the election was stolen, election fraud. And then the other side lost an election, and they did the exact same song and dance, and it turned out quite ugly, as we saw on January 6th. So you saw, these impeachment stuff, and, the Biden impeachment is nowhere near that serious. But if we're going to set the precedent that judges can start disqualifying political candidates by fiat in the middle of an election cycle and really start to mess with the system, this is going to get ugly, because you're going to start to see some conservative judges in swing states or different states here and there, say, hey, I got enough money, I got enough support, the people in my riding might back this. I'm gonna, take this corruption scandal from this one Democrat that's minor, but they did get booked on something. I'm gonna find some interpretations in the law, and, by executive decree, I'm going to take a year out of this guy's ability to campaign, right? Just whatever you do, I would hope that you can imagine, what if someone on the other side did something similar to this? How would I perceive that? And most people on the political left who are cheering this on, right? Yes, we got Trump, we got him, finally a judge stepped up. Just think what would happen if someone by executive decree said, you know what, we're going to disqualify all the people I think are the progressive candidates. So I'm just going to make sure that no, far left progressive could ever get into office in my state, my thing and whatever, and just, take whatever, if they have any sort of traffic violation or anything, I'm going to blow it up to the nth degree and take them off the ballots here and there. And it doesn't go well. It gets very, very ugly. And I caution people from trying to be superheroes without thinking of the consequences of their actions. And so I see this going poorly. I see this going very poorly. I see this adding to an already division to more divided country than it's ever been. So I do not think this is a good idea.